Alright, welcome everybody. I'm the Sorrow, and yeah, you didn't hear from me for a while because it just didn't have a leak going on. SPF was finished. Yeah, so it took a little break, came back around, and now we're here. And yeah, let it be known, we're not joining one, we're not joining two, not even three, but four new draft leagues across two servers. Three of those are SPF again, and one, this is the one we're starting off with today, is the Moonlit Battlers Alliance, commissioned by none other than Hunch, long-standing member of SPF as well. Yeah, and there's a little twist to it, because the Pokemon you see here on your screen, Zebstrika, was my first pick. And this is because we're in a meta game where Zebstrika is considered one of the top tier Pokemon, because we're going really, really low tier here. Yeah, I'm gonna go through my team real quickly to tell you why I chose those Pokemon I did choose. And then, uploads every week of the battles, of course, 9 weeks regular season, and hopefully playoffs afterwards. Then without further ado, let me introduce you to, as I already said, my number one pick, Zebstrika. Its base 160 speed makes it one of the faster Pokemon in the format. Actually, one of the fastest, I should probably say. The other stats are passable for this meta. 100 base attack and special attack instead of 80 are very, very workable. But just the speed, being able to pivot with Volt Switch. It got Supercell Slam. Can taunt. Can pivot with Volt Switch. Priority and Quick Attack. High Horsepower is a cool coverage move for Steel types. Really, really happy with getting this as my first Pokemon. And of course, if we get something offensive, we also have got something more defensive, which is why I picked our Maldo. Same price as Zebstrika, both 17 points. Obviously, probably the best rapid spinner in the entire format we have here. I'll link you the server down below, so if you want to see and watch live, you can. Also, if you want to take a look at the tier list and everything. And basically this Pokemon, good physical attack, good physical bulk, decent special bulk as well. So very usable rapid spin. Priority in Aqua Jet is cool. Knockoff, always good having an Eviolite soaked meta like this is. Stone Edge obviously can set up rocks. Toxic SD sets, X-Scissor as Bug Step. So overall, really, really, really good Pokemon. Really happy to have gotten this. My next pick then went way down in the point order to pick up Roselia. Cool thing about Roselia is that it can spike, it can T-spike, it can leech seed. With Eviolite, this special book with Eviolite is great. HP and defense leaves something to be desired, but again, base 100 special attack, pretty good for the meta we're in. Natural Cure, great ability, Poison Point, good as well. Got some pretty neat moves like Dazzling Gleam, Extra Sensory for coverage. Giga Drain to keep itself healthy. Toxic, of course, is also there. Synthesis to heal up right away. Could run some Sword Stance set if I feel really funny. Doubt it will happen though, but yeah. Could be interesting nonetheless. Really happy, basically. Also good fighting resist, ground, and ground, not weak to ground, as my grounded poison is cool. And next up, Torracat, my baby Incineroar basically, which was really, really helpful. Gets Parting Shot and U-turn, which is cool. Will-O-Wisp, of course, can taunt stuff. Intimidate is ability, great stuff. I could even run some niche bulk up sets, like bulk up Flame Charge. Leech Life is a cool coverage move as well. Unfortunately, this does not get knockoff, which is a bit bad, but Crunch's Crunch's Dark move is also still fine. Could also run some nasty plot sets with this, because it has a pretty decent special attack set as well. An 80 that's with nasty plot, that's pretty usable. Base 90 speed is great as well. And then with moves like yeah, like if it had a special moveset, right? But yeah, like Fire Blast, like +2 Fire Blast hits like a truck. And we'll see maybe if I can cook up something. We'll take a look at it as well. Unfortunately, yeah, the move pool just really hinders this on the special side, because else it would be pretty good, not gonna lie. But yeah, anyway, yeah, but also just mostly will use this as like a pivot with U-turn, Will-O-Wisp Taunt, and probably like then Flare Blitz, Flamethrower, or something along the lines of that. Yeah, moving on. So Medicham, it is important to note, in this metagame does not get pure power. This basically makes it so it's way less threatening, unfortunately. But fighting Psychic is still a pretty useful type, in my opinion. 80 speed is okay. Yeah, just gets a lot of coverage, of course, and yeah. Like, and probably most of the time I will like run more bulky sets, which again, not the greatest Pokemon in bulk as well, but can be physical, can be special with no pure power. Most people will probably still expect it physical, but yeah, but maybe some power up. Like my plan for basic is do some power punch plus yeah, plus coverage stuff, which could be cool. Like maybe sub power up punch or something along the lines of that could be a cool set. Just have to see. But I needed a fighting type, and this was the best one available at that point, because even stuff like Girder and Machoke were already picked. So yeah, fighting types are scarce. Like the top tier fighting type we have was Hitmonchan. I think that should tell you all about it, basically. Yeah. Next up, Jameco. Really cool, pure psychic type Wish Passer. Also really bulky in this environment. Like decent HP, good defenses for this metagame, of course. 95 special attack is also no slouch. Wish plus Baton Pass is a cool set. Gets dual screens as well. Yeah, some pretty neat coverage moves. Signal Beam, Shadow Ball, Spring to Mind. Can also knock off, which is cool. Future Sight's a good move. Grass Knot as coverage, Energy Ball, and Dazzling Gleam, of course. Also Draining Kiss, but I'm not sure how often I might want to use this, but could also see Calm Mindsets working, to be honest. Also got Psychic Noise in with the Scarlet Violet DLCs, which is really, really cool. So yeah, also Taunt, T-Wave, Toxic. Can trick stuff even, and could even see myself run like some Yawn Trick Room kind of build. So yeah, really, really cool little Pokemon. Also Healing Wish to heal up my team is and heal, but like really good Wish Passer and Cleric for the team. I'm really happy that Jameco made it to me. Yeah, that's what there's. Next up, because I didn't have a water type yet, and again, good water types in this environment are actually not that far spread, and with things like Lapras and I think Walrein already long gone, I turned to Seeking. And actually, I think in this meta, Seeking is not half bad. The 68 speed is still bad, is still not good, but 92 attack is workable. Decent bulk with 80 HP and 80 speed def. Defense leaves to be desired, of course, but honestly, like I can see bandit sets, scarf sets, and maybe like some leftovers, maybe like some sub leftover stuff with Sword Dance would be cool. Like if you are able to threaten something out. Like cool thing is, Seeking in this environment, actually, I think it can do a lot because, like, with its water, it has Flip Turn for momentum, which is really, really good. And then, like, Drill Run for coverage, you get Mega Horn for coverage, Poison Jab, and Knockoff. So, could even run, like, quick attack sets if you needed a priority. Throat Chop's also cool. And obviously, Waterfall will be my water move of choice. Unfortunately, this does not get Liquidation, which is wild, but actually, Waterfall is a good move. Yes, like a little bit weak, but this metagame is a lot slower than normally, so you will be fasted in a good chunk and can get those flinches in with 20%. And yeah, to be honest, just seeing Curse or Agility, like actually Agility could be really, really cool on Seeking. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like with the red coverage, like some Agility free attack sets or Double Dance with Agility SD. It is, at the end of the day, it's a poor man's setup sweep. It actually can be a poor man's setup sweeper. And yeah, I really hope to get at least one Seeking Swift this season. I'm really hyped for this Pokemon. Next, we got probably a premier wall of this format in Bastiodon. It can't Terra in this league, sadly, so I'm stuck with like these 2 4x weaknesses. But if I can like maneuver around this, and again, good fighting types, for example, are rare. I think I can do a lot with this. Basically, for the most, like probably like some toxic, like can set rocks for me, of course. Can run Iron Defense Body Press, which it now gets us, which is really really cool. So that's actually something to look out for. Also like the its attack set's obviously garbage, but it at least has coverage moves. I'd say, which is okay. Magic Coat is funny. Metal Burst, of course, to return damage done back. To return every damage that's done to me and put it back. Raw to phase out stuff that will try to set up on me. Toxic, spread toxic. Yeah, Taunt could be cool. So yeah, just basically it's Bastiodon. It's gonna hopefully wall a ton. Then third to last, my 9th pick was Vibrava. Because I did not have a dragon yet, I did not have a ground type yet. And yeah, Vibrava just happens to check both those boxes. 70 speed is decent. With a Violet, the bulk is serviceable. Cool thing is, I think, yep, you get U-turn, which is pretty good. Also has first impression, so that's cool for priority. Like it's basically a poor man's Flygon. I'm just gonna say it. Unfortunately, this cannot Dragon Dance, which is a bit sad. But yeah, other than that, can just use this as my budget Flygon. Be annoying with it. And also hope that I can put in some work with this. It also gets rocks, which is good. So yeah, like I do not lack for hazards. And from Malware I got pretty great removal. I think you can also defog. Yeah, it could also defog if it needs to be. So yeah, also Vibrava is one of my Terra captains, I think. Just let me verify this real quick so I don't lie to you, but I think Vibrava is one of my Terra captains. Terra in MBA works like, is basically we're playing on NetEx Terra with Terra Preview, basically meaning Terra types are revealed before the battle, but we can, but in exchange you get an open Terra, so it can be any type really, which is a cool ruling. I'm still more of a fan of pick 3 types. One has to be stab, but I also see this is also a valid approach on Terra because it gives you more freedom in building, and when the battle starts, your opponent can adjust to it. Of course, you don't know which type will come right before the battle, but yeah, that's something you have to do. Yeah. Like Vibrava's my first captain. My other captain is actually Seeking, because the Terra Waterfalls I could see it do a lot. Also like Terra Bug, Mega Horn, Terra Poison, Terra Dark Knockout. Like you get the drill. Cool thing with Seeking is also that it has Lightning Rod, of course. So yeah, I'm immune to electric moves. Yeah. Also, I could actually see like some Rain Dance sets with Swift Swim working, but yeah. Anyway, moving on, like Bastiodon obviously has 30, or Soundproof with 30 is probably it. This is Levitate, so another ground immunity next to Chimecho. Yeah, I actually think I don't have a flying type, but I have still 2 Earthquake immunities, which is pretty good, because otherwise Earthquake pretty much rips through my team. Anyway, second to last, and we're in the 3-point category now, because like these lower tiers in this format are obviously very, very garbage. This is why we've got Alolan Meowth. And like stat-wise, this is nothing to write home about. Has decent decent, it's 50 special attack, but it's something. But honestly, this is probably a Pokemon I'm gonna use for utility more than anything, because it gets knock off, it gets parting shot, it gets taunt, it gets U-turn. And yeah, like this is actually not bad at all. Also, like, will run special moves, but can run stuff like Chilling Water, Technician Boosted, of course. So yeah, actually also like some Sash Endeavor stuff can work, like Sash Endeavor into Quick Attack, which I think you should get. Turns out you don't, but that's sad. That's really sad that you don't get a priority move. Wait. Yeah, but I think still this, if it comes, will mainly be a pivot, right? So just gonna pivot around and have fun with it. And last but not least, we're picking up Hisuian Zorua. Mainly because I did not have a ghost type yet, and no ghost immunity for that matter. I actually wanted Ghastly, because I think like there are not that many strong ghosts, but actually this is better, in like for the overall team. Because yeah, like ghost immunity is always great to have. 70 is still a decent speed tier in this meta game. 80 for special attack is very respectable. 60 attack is also not bad. Gets like Calm Mind, Bitter Malice, Dark Pulse, Extra Sensory, Knockoff as like a utility move. Could like see Pain Split sets working as well. Taunt, of course, can be choice, can run trick, can pivot with U-turn, burn stuff with Will-O-Wisp. Like a really neat Pokemon to get in that slot, I think. Yeah, and that concludes the team. Please let me know what you think of it. I personally think this turned out very good for the meta it's in. I'm linking MBA down below so you can look at it yourself if you want to. And yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, it would be cool if you could leave a like or subscribe to the channel for more. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.